Hey guys, how's it going? Master Tech Rob here. In today's video, I want to show you a snap-on scanner, and honestly, is it worth it? All the talk, all the hype, it's the best scanner out there. Today I'm going to show you, is it even worth it? So I'll show you guys what it's about, what it can do, and mine's not the best one, but mine can do a lot, and I'll show you the reason why I chose the snap-on scanner over, there's the Bosch scanners, the Autel scanners, there's many other scanners out there, and I'll show you why I chose my snap-on one over those. Alright, so here's the scanner. It is touchscreen. It does have the OBD cable on it. It's not wireless or anything. So that's one advantage over some other scanners. Well, I mean, honestly, the better snap-on scanner is wireless. So, honestly, like this one, it's fast. You don't have to wait for it to connect and communicate. So I actually preferred the wired one. This one's pretty long. So, and you can actually take it off if you're trying to do anything else with it. This thing has a lab scope in it, which is really cool. Very great for advanced diagnostics on like fuel injectors. You can do so many things. There's amperage draws you can do on it. You can you can check out starters on it. There's so many sensors you can back probe on it to do for the use on the lab scope. Erico at South Main Auto, he has some really great videos on doing lab scoping. So if you're not sure what that is, I recommend going to his videos and checking that out. He's a great dude, really great information. Anyways, so with this having a lab scope, you can also use it as just a regular multimeter also, and I honestly use it all the time. So if there's a peak in my circuit, I use it on graphing mode. The scanner's off right now. I'm gonna boot it up real quick, and you just power, bam, booting up, and it's all booted up. So right here, I have different options. I have scanner, OBD generic, guided component test, which is really cool. I'm gonna show you a lot about that. Scope, multimeter, quick lookups, and then previous vehicles and data. Quick lookups is pretty cool. The scanner is just going to be your complete scanner. Scans airbags, ABS, HVAC modules, many different things. Within the scanner, there's so many functional tests that you can do. Like, for example, on diesels, you can do VGT, you can command EGRs. There's just so many things you can do. You can command ABSs, you can bleed ABS modules. This thing really does it all, puts brakes in service mode. But as far as functional tests, getting into the sensors, having them communicate, reading your voltages, this thing is pretty awesome. Alright, guided component test. This is pretty cool. So we can click that one. So you don't have to be connected to a vehicle. So I can just click any vehicle. What's a common issue? We'll do a 2010 Malibu with a 2.4. We'll look up those VVT solenoids. So Chevrolet, we'll go down, 2010, Malibu, 2.4, not a hybrid, then no, we'll do that one. Engine, camshaft phaser, CKP, camshaft position sensor, ECM, EVAP, fuel, IAT, ignition, NOx sensors, MAP sensors, mass airflows. So there's lots of different things you can do. So for me, I'm going to do camshaft phaser. You can do a duty cycle test. You can do a resistance test, a signature test. And then right here, it'll give you component information. Tells you more about the sensor, what it does. So CMPs, camshaft actuators, use engine oil pressure to control intake and exhaust camshaft timing. Solenoids are ground side controlled by the PCM using a pulse width modulated signal. So it's like pretty cool. If there's some information you need to know about these sensors, it'll tell you right in here. It'll tell you the pinout, back probing. There's a control wire, what color it is on this vehicle. So it's great. This thing has helped me out many times. And it has it on AC pressure sensors, many other components on the vehicle. And this is just on the engine. There's many other things you can do. You can do charging system, body electrical, ABS, transmission, starting, HVAC. There is so many things. And then one of the very good things is on the charging system, some of these newer cars have alternators that are commanded on by the PCM, and when it's not charging anymore, it sometimes isn't just the alternator, it's actually the ECM. The ECM's bad. So this will give you a pinout and a known good reading, so you can do your lab scope. And you know, if your reading is not matching your known good reading and you're doing it right, then it'll lead to, depending on the procedure, lead to showing your bad alternator or your bad PCM. So that's pretty cool with this thing. So scope multimeter. That real quick, I'll show you that. You can do lab scope, graphing multimeter, or digital multimeter. So I like to use the digital a lot. The graphing is awesome too because you can see your peaks and your lows. You can do volts DC, frequency, pulse width, injector pulse width, low amp. You can hook up the low amp probe on this, which is really great. You can hook it up, you can back probe into like a pressure sensor, and that'll tell you there should be, it's set up for you already. So right here I'll do volts DC, and you hear that, it's calibrating itself and getting ready. So I'll do that again. Go back, volts DC. There we go. Now I have my graph. Once I hit voltage, you'll see it spike up. So that's pretty cool. I'm on a 20 volt scale. You can change the scales around. 1 volt, 2 volt, 5 volt, 400 volt. You can do millivolts, 100 millivolts. So this thing is pretty awesome with that feature as well. All right, another feature that this scanner has is the quick lookups, oil specs and resets. You can't really see that, but it'll tell you how to do the reset procedures for the oil light. If there's a weird one you got in here, like, you know, I always have trouble with the Audis or Volkswagens that come in, so to tell you exactly what procedure to do to reset that light. Another one is on TPMS. It'll tell you how to reset the TPMS all the time on here, so that's very helpful. Just the fact that this has that much knowledge built into it. Like, I'm not even connected onto the internet with this, and this does have connection to the internet to look up. There's like known fixes with the engine codes that you might have, known fixes on it, and this will tell. So if you had a P0420 code, which is a catalyst efficiency code bank 1, if you have that code, it'll tell you, 100 people changed the catalytic converter and it changed that code. Or there's 100 people who changed the bank 1 sensor to the downstream sensor, and that cured the issue for that code. Or there's some people who changed the mass airflow sensor. It'll tell you, 100 people did this, 50 people did this, 20 people did this. So you can do your scoping and check for intake leaks, and there's lots of things you can do to try and diagnose that P0420 code. So it'll tell you that, which is very, very helpful. Help you get the job done quick and really save you some time. So that's why I bought the Modus Edge snap-on scanner. This thing retails for $6,000. I tell you what, I'm not gonna pay that much for one of these scanners. I did get it used for $2,400. I honestly think it's worth it. Compared to the prices of other scanners out there, I think this thing does exceptional for me. To be honest, I think this would have been worth like $3 grand to me. Honestly, I would have paid even more for it, if I had to. But I got it for $2,400 for my Snap-on guy used, and I thought that was a great deal. So this is a Modus Edge. This is updated to 2019 Q4, so it's got, I think, the new update released a couple weeks ago, but I'm not going to update it for a while because updating is really expensive. Well, thanks guys, that's my video. This is why I chose the Modus Edge. What do you guys use? What kind of scanners do you guys use? Which functions do you think your scanner has that this one doesn't, or anything? If you have any suggestions or feedback, just comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll have many more like this. So stay humble, guys. Have a good one. Peace.